All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another First Impressions look at a new game called Oscillate. This game has no user reviews right now. It just came out a couple hours ago, right at the very midnight, I think my time, 1 o'clock in the morning, my time here, Mountain Time. So early release. Start your racing career by enjoying the beauty of speeding, rushing, and darting with your friends in versus modes or in a fun online multiplayer. You can also go solo if you want to. Are you ready to rush around the globe? So this game here is made by Nadine Studios, and it is supposedly their first game on Steam. The thing that scares me, though, guys, with this game is that it is early access. The developers say that it will be in early access within 1 to 2 months. It should be enough. And right here is a big red flag, as I've pointed out many times before. Anytime you see a developer pricing a game that looks like it should be about 20 bucks or more at only like 10 bucks, and then they're offering a 40% discount the first week, initially right out of get-go, that's a huge red flag that the game is either an asset flip or low effort or an asset mashed together or something else. It's not always the case, but it is a big red flag. So this concerns me. So they say that the game is not going to be any higher after early access. Again, I don't know. There's over 50 maps and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what we think about this game.
Zaxtorian 99.
All right, when we launch the game, guys, we see the Oscillate logo. We see made with Unity here as well. Not a big surprise. The developer name popping up there as Unity loads the game. We see a loading screen here. We see the remote play together. And when we come into the settings, guys, I've already taken a quick look at the settings here. I've already adjusted the sound down to about half what it was. You can also mute the sound and turn it off. Now, the one thing here about the sound is a mute sound. If it's going to be mute sound, the check mark, if you have the check mark for muted, that should turn the sound off. By default, this should be unchecked, and you should have sound. Right, so basically you want to have sound checked right here. Mute sound, if mute sound is checked, there should be no sound. I'm just pointing that out. The inputs here, by default, I think it has like the arrow keys and some other weird keys for player 2. I did set this up to WASD and respawn as R for me, because I'm just playing by myself right now. And graphics, all you have is a resolution here, no 4K resolution or anything like that. 1920 by 1080 is the best you can do. There's no windowed mode or anything like that, and then you have fastest all the way to fantastic, and then done. So we're going to go ahead and go back there, and that's it for the settings. You have co-op, you have multiplayer, and there's not going to be anybody playing this game online right now because the game just launched. So we're going to go ahead and check out the single player. You have tournament, arcade, and time attack. So if we go into tournament here, let's go ahead, we take a look at some of the cars here. And already, guys, I'm just feeling like just going through this. I feel like this is I don't know. I feel like this is an asset flip. Just from the menu, just everything here just feels really, I don't know. Let's take a look here. We have all these different tournament. We have, what, 11? I don't know. Can't even read. Can't even read for the locks. But anyway, we're going to come in here to go to tournament 1. You want to start the championship. See the way this is written right over this? This just feels really novice, really amateurish. Press any key to continue. Okay, let's go. So when we start, we see position 8 out of 8. We see ready here. And the controls are very loose. There is no like sensitivity option in the game or anything like that. And I get they're trying to go for the arcade feel here. But it's just really, really loose and almost gaudy. It just feels like an asset flip when I play it. Like, I've played a lot of racing game asset flips over the years, and the controls being so loose and free here just make this game feel like it's an asset kit. It makes it feel like the developer really hasn't put any time into honing the controls to make them nice, tight, and clean. We also have no like nitros. We have no ability to apply brakes except hitting. Look how fast the brakes work. Like there's no electronic brakes or no drifting. So a lot of games like this, you would expect an arcade racer like this. Obviously this isn't a realistic racer, but where is the drifting? Not here. Also, playing a game like this, if it's an arcade game like this, you would expect there to be power-ups and things to collect. Nothing like that is here. We simply have a bunch of really basic AI cars racing around with us, and I understand that this might be more fun if you play with other players, but a game should be fun by itself and not relying on you connecting with other friends to make the game fun. A game should be fun all by itself without relying on your connection and laughing with other friends and stuff like that to make the fun for the game. So we come in here, next track. We're going to come in here. And for some reason now we started in the start here. And we're going to go ahead and come in here. And there's just really no challenge. I mean, I just feel like this game is very bare bones and missing a lot of things that it should have, especially if I'm going to be paying money for it. Again, asset kits, guys, are typically known to be like base foundations for games, and that's why I feel like this is an asset kit. I have scoured the Unity store looking for this particular kit. I couldn't find it, but that doesn't mean it's not an asset kit from one of the other, 100 sources where it could have came from. Could have came from a tutorial. Could have came from who knows where. So I'm sure maybe someone can comment down below my review on Steam or comment down below this video and let me know if they recognize any of the cars, tracks, or maybe the kit this was made out of. I do kind of feel like maybe this wasn't necessarily a direct asset flip, but that this was made with some kind of a racing game maker. Like somebody made a kit where you can easily make racetracks and make your own game and export it. Kind of like Game Guru in a way, except for racing. That's kind of how I feel like this might have come. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter if this is an asset flip or not. It feels like an asset flip. It feels bare bones. And it's simply not fun. So if I connected with a friend and we started laughing about, telling jokes about his wife or, whatever. And we had fun doing that while playing and knocking each other around the road. That's kind of us supplying the fun instead of the game supplying our fun. Notice how I'm just kind of sliding around too. Like if I just sat here, look at my car slide. Another big problem here, guys, is that let's say I want to go back and I want to exit the game. Look, see how that car just like spun out? I think it was upside down, and then she's just weak. But if let's say I wanted to start the race over, I wanted to, go into a different track or whatever. If I hit my escape key, guys, I'm sitting here pounding my escape key. It does nothing. That's another big red flag and a red sign that asset flips have, is that the escape key doesn't work. There is no way to go back out of the game and go back to the menu. Having to, Alt F4 or Control Alt Delete out of a game, that's another thing, kind of like that 40% off its first week. Another big red flag that you're playing an asset flip. This game feels like an asset kit, plays like an asset flip, and I do believe that even though I can't find it, I do believe this is 100% an asset flip. So if we Control Alt Delete out of the game and we click Oscillate and End Task and we come back in here and hit play now, asset flip or not doesn't really matter. It's so incomplete, it's so bare bones that it's just not fun to play. And they basically talk about how there's over 50 racetracks of the game. It doesn't matter how many racetracks you have if the game feels like an asset flip, feels bare bones, and it's simply not fun. You can go into co-op arcade, and let's try the time attack here. Please choose your car. Done. None of these cars also have any kind of differences. There's no difference from one car to the next. And this here, look at this map. Look at all the buildings placed around here, guys. And look at how all these buildings are look like they're just placed down on the map quickly and easily. Kind of like zombies in a Game Guru game. Or kind of like the buildings you might see in a Game Guru game on a big flat map. That's exactly what we have here. It's the same building or cabin assets placed all over. Exactly the same tree placed all over onto a big flat plane. This is not a complete game. This is not a game worth any amount of money. It's just incomplete. It's not fun. And like I say, I hate to say it again, this feels like a big fat asset flip. That's what I'm going to call it, guys. And like I said, it doesn't really matter if it's an asset flip or not. The simple fact is it's empty, it's void of content, and it's void of fun. I'm giving this game a 1 out of 10 score, and I'm going to call this an asset flip. I've done this many, many times. I've been doing this for many years. Even though I can't find it, I do believe in my heart of hearts that this is an asset flip. Hopefully you, hopefully you can gather something from this video or save your money. Be sure you let me know down in the comments below what you think of this game and my review. If you like my review, be sure you give me a positive, like a thumbs up here on YouTube. And let me know if this video has either inspired you to stay away from this game or to buy this game. I would love to know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been Zaxtorian tonight. Take care.